Welcome back. I hope you're doing great. As a part of this video, we'll understand what is database. In the previous video, we understood what is RDBMS. RDBMS is a software used to store, manage, query, and retrieve the data stored in relational database. Oh, what is database then? Let us understand that. Any idea what is database according to you? Database is a collection of related data and its metadata organized in a structured format for optimized information management. Let us dissect this definition and understand more. When we say it's a collection of related data, are we talking about cousin sister, cousin brother, mother-in-law, father-in-law, such kind of relations? Not really. We are talking the relations in terms of the data. So when we say a data, a logically related data should be relevant in some context. Assume that you are trying to create a database which is of customer database. Now we got to store all the relevant related information to the customer, like customer name, age, address, phone number, etc. So when we are trying to have a customer table in a database, we are not going to store any other data which is not related to customer. So it is a collection of the related data. Then what is metadata? Metadata is data about data. In this case, we are talking about name, gender, age. This is the metadata. When you say organized in a structured format, what are we talking about? If you write any email, is that in a structured format? It is not. It is unstructured. What are the picture you are taking? Is it in a structured format? It is not. But if you see here, there is a structure to the data. We know easily we are having a name here, gender, age. There is a structure to the data. We'll discuss more about the structure in the next video. When we say optimize information management, what are we talking here? Before I really get into that, if I ask you a question, why do we store data? What would be your answer? Okay, I hope you will say, I'm going to store the data to worship it, to do a puja of the data. I know, I'm kidding. I'm not going to say dataya namaha. We are not storing the data to worship the data. We are storing the data to use it in the future, to derive the patterns out of it, to derive the insights out of it. So when we store the data to use it in the future, to derive the patterns, to derive the insights, we need to store that in such a way that it takes less space and it is easy to retrieve. Let us take an example here. On the left side, we do have a wardrobe which has clothes. If I ask you a question, which is a very straightforward, is the clothes are properly kept in the wardrobe? No. If I want to choose a particular dress of a particular color from this wardrobe, is it easy for me? And the second thing is it taking less space or more space? So if you organize the clothes properly, fold and keep them, it looks neat, it takes less space, it is easy for us to pick up the cloth which we want. So data in a database is also same. As we discussed, we are not storing the data for heck of it. We are storing the data to use it in the future, to derive the patterns. In order to do that, we should store the data in such a way that it takes less space and it is easy to retrieve. That is called as optimized information management. So database is a collection of related data and its metadata organized in a structured format for optimized information management. Wonderful. We learned about what is database. Thank you.